they might be able to right here.
Yeah, I think I absolutely agree with what Gibbs was saying. I really like this Barca offense. When you include Itachi into this roster, the first time I saw him play on this team, I felt like this Barca team could be reignited with that quick, fast-paced offense that they so desperately needed. And now it feels like Barca, while they have been quiet in some of these regionals and some of the tournaments, it does feel like Barca have a lot of potential here, and see if they show it here against a very strong and good-looking BDS team.
Ronicky typically finding himself successful in the goal scoring department. Tried to find a pass out to Devo. Devo could never get the ball against Mark by 8, who finds a bump and extra, setting up Monkey Moon for the next shot as Ronicky takes away the save. I believe that's the first registered shot of the match, and we're off with the first minute.
Ooh.
That demo on the backside opened just enough space for Ronicky to grab the pass and score a goal.
And I think this is what the Barca offense won. Itachi and Ronicky finding each other, the great pass across. And I think what's the best part about this goal is that Barca had multiple options, and the second one gets taken away with the demo on Devo. Another one shows up, and Ronicky recognizing that that gap needed to be filled, and a great pass to land on his head. A good start here for Barca.
Certainly for Ronicky, if you get him going early, establish that confidence, it could mean a plethora of goals for Barca. We've seen them score a lot in the past. Itachi barely hanging onto that ball across the back wall. Now we're in midfield, which Ronicky wins the touch cleanly, and Devo's ready. Devo scores.
That's a quick transition for Barca as well. I love to see the command in the midfield. Ronicky getting up so quickly, and Devo quick to get that read. That's a tough right read with that ball going over your head. There's not a lot of space to catch back up to it. And BDS a little bit outpaced here in the beginning of game one.
It has been a rough first minute. It's a long game for BDS, and I'm sure they'll find their way in this series eventually. But right now, it's just a struggle to win those midfield challenges, which have led directly to goals. And then it was Barca who just had a great play on the first goal to get the demo and then open space up. And like you said, just too many options for BDS to deal with. But Mark by 8, he grabbed the ball, he ran away with it. And
what happened?
Wow.
What happened to the Barca defense? Devo was the last man. Itachi got a demo on the right corner of BDS's side, so nobody home for Barca, and BDS will get one back.
It was that challenge, though, from Mark by 8. I don't know who it was that was flying up to go for the challenge, but he saw Mark by 8 behind the ball, and he thought he was going to flip forward into it. But Mark by 8 flipped to the side, and so the challenge actually never happened, and the ball whizzed right by him. Maybe the spark of life for BDS can get them back square in game one, but Mark by 8 finds the pass over to Extra. Ooh, we'll let it drop over to Monkey Moon.
BDS very willing to hit the ball down the field. It's something I say every single time we see them. They're very happy to just toss it into the opposition side and see what pops out. They know with the mechanics and the speed of this team, they can get to just about any ball, but not that one coming off their back wall as Itachi puts up a third for Barca.
Extra couldn't get that initial pinch out. It was a great grab by Devo, and then got the ball high up, taking advantage of Mark by 8, who was still on the ground. And by the time he got onto the wall, his momentum was killed and couldn't get back to the ball in time. So it was a good grab and pass from Devo Corelli. You really like to see how he's been playing. He got that almost that gimme from the win in midfield from Ronicky, but he's looking pretty solid so far. Almost getting another goal. Ronicky got blocked out.
It's a very confident play there from Barca as well. I mean, everyone pushed up for that play. 2 players were in the BDS corner. So, I mean, if the final shot never went in, Barca would have been in some trouble, but it just shows the confidence in that play that they had, knowing that they could put it away. And they're sitting at a comfortable lead here. And so far, quite frankly, Jorby, a very comfortable game one for Barca.
And even getting catches, having a little bit of space, forcing BDS to work laterally in their own half, and then that demo will just give space to Ronicky. He's got Devo, but stretched it a little too far. Extra picks off the pass, and Itachi will have to buy a little bit of time. He does. That was a dangerous ball, but Ronicky punts it back away. Ooh, That's a nice touch in midfield from Mark by 8. Extra, though, that was a light shot on net. Devo hopping right on top of the next challenge. Can't win against Mark by 8. So it's not terrible for BDS, but you'd like to see them start the clock on this comeback right about now on this push with Monkey Moon and Extra. Devo cutting off the next pass. Mark by 8, nothing. Barca stopped the attack in midfield.
It's been a struggle for BDS. Every single chance downfield, every opportunity, anything that BDS try and set up, Barca are one step ahead, always getting a car in front of the play, or at least just making it a difficult one for BDS. As this is a dangerous play, as Monkey Moon's gonna have a top shelf shot, and he'll get a second for BDS.
Let's in the spot. Extra on the carry, and coming back in was Ronicky and Itachi. Maybe a miscommunication. One person stays back there. Itachi, he's probably the best man to take that ball out and having your teammate roll out to the corner and look for a clear. Instead, they maybe tried to pinch it together. That did not work out at all. And it gives BDS some life, Corelli, in in a game rather, where it's been far and few between in terms of their offense, even though they have like 8 shots on net or 9.
Well, and it's come off of some Barca mistakes as well. I mean, the defense wasn't very organized on the very first goal for BDS, and then this last goal where it just felt like, again, some disorganization and some of the comms didn't come through. But Barca, they can hold on here for the first 15 seconds. They get themselves a Game 1 victory.
Devo wins another challenge. Ronicky's shot denied by Mark by 8. Final seconds, Monkey Moon, hard ball against the corner. Extra dove, but the ball was defended. Monkey Moon wants one more chance to Mark by 8. Mark by 8, clean touch, but they got to find where Ronicky's putting it. Oh, he couldn't catch it. And Barca take the first game.
Very interesting Game 1 here from BDS. It's not very often that you see BDS struggle to control something like the midfield or have multiple chances in the final third. And sure, you could look at the shots and say, yeah, they had 10 shots, but not a lot of them are very dangerous. So for BDS, this was a very, I would say, off game for them. And that's credit to Barca. Again, I feel like Barca did a really good job of staying in the face of BDS and not letting them have 1, 2, 3 touches through the midfield that really set up BDS.
Yeah, it was a lot of solid challenges. There were a couple of times too where Barca were in spots I wasn't expecting, the Devo goal being one of them, and then a couple of other spots where you're like, okay, BDS is putting something together, but then another blind spot challenge comes and takes the ball away. We're seeing that more and more, teams starting to rely on those blind spot challenges and to really throw off the rotation of the opposite team. And it can work to great effect. It's worked a couple of times for Barca. It's not something they've consistently gone for, but I do think it's helping to make BDS constantly question where Barca is sitting on the pitch and how they're going to approach the ball.
And see if Barca can keep up with the way they played in Game 1. Again, while a couple slip-ups came through, I thought it was a very solid Game 1 performance from Barca. But you know that BDS are going to make changes into this game. You know that not every game you're going to be as comfortable playing against an offense like BDS, who has just torn up Europe at times. So for Barca, they're going to have to keep adapting to this BDS speed. And you're already seeing some shots coming out as a save has to be made by Ronicky.
Tachi on the carry. He's off the ceiling. He's got the shot, but he was out of boost before he ever got to the ceiling. So getting power was going to be a tall task. Mark by 8 launches this ball to the backboard, but it's grabbed again by Barca. This still sets up BDS and Monkey Moon with an open net. Itachi was still rotating back. No chance.
And BDS just catching Barca out. You can see Itachi, he flipped across the top of the net. Diva was still trying to come back in rotation, and Monkey Moon will just take advantage with that small gap on the near post and give BDS the lead.
A good refresher for BDS to actually set the tone rather than having to react. Monkey Moon tried to look for Mark by 8, but it was way off the mark. Itachi launches one up. Ronicky diving for the next challenge. The ball still hangs in front of the box, and BDS are having a lot of trouble breaking out of off their own goal line. Extra, another carry, but they can't win that challenge. They can't even get to the challenge as Ronicky forces his way around the corner. Now next up is Devo. Behind him, Itachi has to come in and clean up for Devo there. But regardless, even after that miss, BDS are forced to just play reactionary. Here's one. Devo gets the second touch. The ball still so much hang time right in front of this net, but no goal yet for Barca. Devo next is Ronicky have a chance off that bounce. Goes for the pass. Itachi is denied by Extra, but that's going to be more boost for Itachi and more pressure for Barca. Here's Itachi again. He bought a lot of time for Devo to come in. The next challenge goes straight back to Itachi. The play may die here for Barca. Excellent job on defense from BDS.
Yeah, definitely want to compliment BDS on the defense there, but also the shape from Barca on that offense. The second one attempt dies, another one can just be started up. The second man comes through, the third man keeps it alive and buys time for his team to regain boost and get back into the offense. That's why you see Barca spent so much time. Now it really is about how do you finish these chances that you're getting, and BDS putting up a good fight in front of their net.
Monkey Moon followed the last pass. Now he tries to make the challenge, but it's too much pressure. And the top finally blows off. Barca tie the game.
Great tight space passing here. Devo off the back wall, finds Ronicky in the box. They've tried to set it up a couple times. Finally, BDS breaks here, and Barca get on the board after some extended stay in the final third.
You know, BDS, they're thankful that, you know, I'm glad that everything is reset. So we could actually get off the goal line and do something. But Barca somehow come up with the ball, and Devo slaps it against the post for a Barca lead.
Devo initially had missed the first touch, but it comes off of Extra, actually. He accidentally centers it, and Devo is happy to receive inside the box, and Barca go up by 1.
I don't feel like Barca are doing anything too special, Corelli. It's just solid aggressive positioning on offense, and what you were saying, the structure from them on the rotation. That's a great bump by Mark Baye, playing full back. Wow. Monkey Moon just dumps it in. That's how you get back into it.
And people can talk about Mark Baye as the nuisance because he does a great job of being involved in the offense. He's the first man down the field a lot of times, and sometimes he doesn't have to play the ball. He can just play that last defender and open up the gaps for his offense, and he does so right there for BDS to tie it back up.
Mark Baye always finding himself in positions of stardom when it comes to getting BDS where they need to go. Monkey Moon back over to Extra. He contributes in every single way on the pitch, and is great for BDS. And now Monkey Moon will grab this from the corner. BDS looking for a 2-goal comeback for a lead, but the ball taken away by Itachi, forcing Mark Baye back. And everyone forced to rotate back on BDS and wait for this next attack from Devo. Looking for Itachi. Nothing there. Defended yet again by BDS.
I want to go back to the point you were talking about, Jorby, before that goal, because you're right. Barca, it's not like they're hitting these high-flying flip resets, you know, pinch shots that go 163 kilometers or whatever. It's solid. It's consistent offense. There's nothing that's going wrong for them on offense. There's no poor touches. There's no bad passes. It's just everything's consistent right now for Barca. Look at this drop back out from Devo. It's tough to deal with, but there's always support.
Yeah,
there's just always support.
I totally agree. They're clicking right now, and when Barca have looked good on stream, this is really how they've looked. Itachi, it's a nice carry off the ceiling away from Monkey Moon. He's by 2 now. Might give a chance to Barca. Ronicky next on the carry, but can't find a pass down. Just got too far around the ball. Devo again, handling the ball really well. Despite the heavy traffic in the corners, he's tending to come out the victor in those situations more times than not, Corelli. Even right there. Take the ball away, force BDS to stretch. They grab the ball, but you still get time to set up on defense. Itachi wasn't the toughest shot to defend, but it can be so dangerous when they're screening right across the goal line. Monkey Moon marked by 8, but Ronicky there to stop them yet again. Regulation coming to a close. Maybe one more chance for Extra. Slow pop, shot, or a pass. Either way, it's defended. And a bounce high. It's for BDS. Monkey Moon dives for it. The shot off the crossbar and grabbed by Itachi. Not quite out of the woods. Monkey Moon once. Monkey Moon twice. Oh, it drops right in front of the goal line.
It was in for Monkey Moon too. It was a great effort there to keep it up and have a second or third touch. Unfortunately, not enough time. So we go to overtime.
Well, good speed from Ronicky to give Barca a chance, but marked by 8 being harassed by Itachi on the approach. And now Barca are forced to the back wall several times. The challenge only going to take Devo forward and into midfield. Extra nice pop over Ronicky, but the play dies yet again Will Monkey Moon find the gap? Looks for the read, too committed for Barca, but as Greasy Meister says, it doesn't matter as long as you hit it. Extra, defended by Ronick.
Barca struggling here to break out from their end. BDS kind of have Barca where they want them, and the constant pressure is starting to take its toll a little bit. You can see the defense a little bit slower to react on some plays. Everyone coming back from Barca there. So BDS, again, also having troubles of finding that last shot, that last piece of the offense to put away a goal. This could be it, though, for Barca off the back wall. It's a little bit late to go up. Devo's there.
Oh, wow. Extra missing, and I thought was going to give them the goal right there, Corelli. And then great job by Monkey Moon. He was in the perfect spot for that rebound. All he had to do was drive in front, knew exactly when that next shot was going to come. But BDS are still on offense, or still on defense, excuse me. Extra coming in, but he's too slow against Devo. But now he's got to go downfield as Monkey Moon gets a long clear. That'll be met with another boomer. No one really breaking just yet. Extra gets another clear downfield, and Devo will try again. But every play, every attempt has been killed by a challenge in midfield, and then everyone resets and tries again. Here's BDS's chance. Devo makes the first challenge happen, but Monkey Moon's shot is high. Atachi grabs it just in time.
Devo has no boost.
And Devo diving forward. Monkey Moon knows it, but he couldn't quite find the angle that Devo was going for. Excellent approach by Devo.
Devo got away with murder there. He just walked away with zero boost, and the ball got by 2 BDS players. And here comes BDS once again.
Barca was keep the ball.
Barca was in a rough spot there, unfortunately, too. It just felt like BDS just couldn't follow up. And so we sit here 2.5 minutes into overtime. Neither team getting the better of each other now, even though BDS is boasting 13 shots in this game to the 8 of Barca.
They spent a good amount of time in that last minute taking shots at the orange half, or at least trying to work towards the box. But Devo has been a menace on defense. He somehow has just won so many of these small touches, these micro 1v1s that come time after time. And Devo, well, he's winning every single one of them. But we're 3 minutes into OT. As good as Devo's been, Monarchy and Itachi, this whole team, they got to find a way to get more offense and get a gap against BDS, whether it be bumps or demos or defending his pass. Extra misses the shot. He had to avoid a defender, and now a breakaway opportunity. No, Monkey Moon took the ball away, and BDS have it back. Monkey Moon barely picks up that save as Itachi was threatening to end it right there. Ronicky can't get back to his touch. BDS, a little bit of room to breathe, but not for long. Devo looking for Ronicky. It's not the best touch for BDS. Monkey Moon had to dive for it, couldn't grab it. Extra, finally, a clear downfield. Can Monkey Moon set him up? No, Devo, another great challenge against the back wall, and Barca are out of harm's way for another second.
Maybe not.
Whoop! It turns into disaster in just a second. Extra just misses, marked by 8, no touch, as he dove in front. Barca still have not lost after that couple of shots, man. Woo!
They just survived a feeding frenzy from BDS. They're like sharks circling in the water right now. You can tell the pace of play picked up as well from both sides. Here's marked by 8. If he can get a piece of it, comes out the extra, finally puts it away off the crossbar. 4 minutes and 11 seconds, and BDS finally get the game.
Great touch by Mark by 8, and Extra has been hunting for that top shelf all game. Hit the crossbar more than a couple of times. We finally found the mark, Corelli. It started really good for BDS, but then it turned into a chess match on the field where neither team was willing to commit in that overtime unless they saw a clear opening. No one wanted to take an unnecessary challenge if it meant a man advantage on their side of the field. And so it was such a boxing match like that. It was awesome.
It was a boxing match at the same time, a chess match as well. It was really who was going to have their defense be broken, especially in that final 2 minutes of that overtime. It did feel like teams were getting a bit anxious on, the defensive shape, especially breaking out. You could see that the pace of play, the second a team would break out from their end, would speed up all the way through the midfield and then slow back down on the other side. And there was really the loss of midfield was it really changed possession for both teams. It was really interesting to watch here. So very evenly matched, Jorby. I think it's fair to say here between BDS and Barca.
I think so. Barca look pretty good today. They're not making a ton of errors. There are a couple of double commits in situations where you'd like to see them be a little more structured, but those double commits haven't really turned into anything for BDS. In fact, they've only gotten clears off of them, it feels like. So, but we'll see how Barca responds, because they had a lot of pressure and a lot of opportunities against BDS, despite the respect we're giving both defenses. Barca certainly keep hammering at the net. Devo almost sniped the corner. Now a breakaway, no. Extra couldn't hang on to the ball. Itachi flipping up for a teammate, and the old whifty comes to strike again.
Yeah, Ranaki might have had a clean shot there. He might have been blocked as well, but good passing from Barca. They're doing a great job of working inside of a limited space right now. BDS, it's really what you have to do with the speed that's on this team, and that's a tough challenge for Itachi. He's going to roll in. Diva has no more boost, and it will go in for Mark Baye and BDS on the board first.
It's just in. Monkey Moon wins the first touch, and a really risky challenge. Diving for that ball. I'm not sure that was the optimal play there, but in the end, it still led to a BDS goal.
Well, we saw that just a second earlier as well, and it's happened even in game one where Barca do push up a bit too far, and when their play doesn't work out, what a pass from Monkey Moon over to Mark Baye. Hold on a second, a 2-0 lead now for BDS, and they're rolling.
And all set up by Extra there. That was a really awkward touch for Ranaki to get to. The launch wasn't bad, but he still has to get enough power to get it out to the corner. Instead, he chipped himself on the crossbar right as he touched it, and that killed any of the power he was going to get on that touch, which just set up disaster for Barca. But it feels great for BDS with a 2-goal lead a minute in. By no means out of it as Itachi moves downfield for Barca.
And Jorby, it's something I've always noticed in Rocket League is the closer you are to the net, the better a pass works every single time, because Rocket League is such a fast-paced game that a lot of defenders just assume that you're going to take that shot, because why wouldn't you? You're right in front of the net. But that pass, you could see threw off the last two defenders of Barca so cleanly. There was just no chance for them to make a save after that. And that's the beauty of a play like that.
Well, Mark Baye, he's just roaming across that goal line, trying to keep Barca respectful of the threat. But Barca moved down the pitch and would like to get something set up, but they're just forced against the back wall again because of the threat from Mark Baye, who's just roaming around getting interesting touches. I'll call it awkward for Barca because they're rotating for something else, but what is happening on this backboard? Nobody can find the ball, and BDS are gifted.
I don't think there's a lot of excuses here for Barca. You just got to get that one off the back wall. Two players even jumped at it. One of them flew inside of the net, and the other one was caught on the wall. And of course, BDS are going to be there to put it away on that mistake. It's as simple as that. It was something that we saw a little bit in game one from Barca. They're prone to some catastrophic mistakes, and that's just another one to add to the tally.
Might put this game out of reach. BDS looking pretty strong in game number 3. Extra gets a little extra for his effort on that ball, getting a couple of bumps. I mean, Barca are forced to just wait, Corelli. Mark Baye couldn't come up again, but when you force so much respect out of a team and they're waiting on the back line for you to do stuff, that opens up passing lanes all over the place. And like you said, right in front of the box because of how far back they are. They're just expecting BDS to come forward with shot after shot because that's the amount of pressure that they've built. Certainly earned if Barca are just trying to hope to survive on defense.
It's been a struggle for Barca. I mean, they really aren't even getting a lot of touches on the ball. The first player for Barca to break 100 points here in this game is Itachi with that save, almost doubling his score. So it does feel like
You're right.
Barca are just really struggling to find any rhythm here to keep the ball. Mark Baye just takes that one away again.
He read that pass. He knew that pass was coming before it ever got to his own third. He was positioned for it. He's like, I see that 100%. And infield passes are great, but as you know, many have been saying, it's like you got to be able to mix it up. Sometimes you just take the shot. Sometimes you take it up to the corner. You can't go for that infield pass every time, or Mark Baye's just going to intercept it, as he has many times in this match. What a touch, man.
Yeah. I think that's kind of been the story of this game here for BDS. Everything has just been clicking. Everything has been working. And more importantly, they're capitalizing on the mistakes that I think Barca are giving them. I think Barca kind of have been their own worst enemy here in game 3. I think at this point, they're kind of looking forward to the next game and having a fresh, clean slate going in 0-0.
A fresh, clean slate is all they could ask for, because this was nothing but clean from BDS. Barca, quite a mess to clean up, and maybe a pick-me-up goal. But Devo, who has been winning a lot of challenges, in this game, he hasn't had nearly as much success. In fact, it has flipped over to Mark by 8. Ronicky will pick up a goal here. Not able to find the clear with BDS, but at this point, you are looking at game 4 if you're Barca.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best look of the game here with 27 seconds left for Barca. Team BDS, I mean, what can you say? I think they did everything right here in this game, and unfortunately, I think Barca know what went wrong here. They had a poor start. They had some poor defense as well. I think it's very clear. A lot of misses, a lot of whiffs. I think that's just the difference maker here. You can't have that many mistakes in one game and expect to win.
Totally agree, Corelli. In the waning seconds, BDS will be one victory away from qualifying for tomorrow in that final top 8 playoff bracket. Devo sends it off, and we move on to potentially the final game.
Potentially. I think Barca's going to bounce back here. For all the criticisms we've had here in this game, I think it's very blatant what went wrong. This is definitely not the Barca team that we expect here with the mistakes that they've had. Certainly, they're going to pick it up going into these later games.
Yeah, I think that it definitely got away from them early. BDS got 2 early goals, and then after that, the wheels fell off for Barca, and then they tried to force a lot of things. They were forced into a lot of solo plays and hard clears. They weren't really able to pressure BDS at all. It just was not clicking for them. They weren't winning challenges. Devo didn't win challenges, therefore Barca didn't score. That's just how it worked out. And so Devo has to start winning challenges again, Corelli. That's what this match has given us.
Yeah. And again, I do expect Barca to pick it up here. It wasn't just Devo. It was kind of just everyone across the board. I don't think everyone was on the same page. So we'll see how they go into this game for BDS. I feel like, again, this was a fantastic game that we just saw from them, but you can't really rely on the constant mistakes coming out from Barca. You're only going to get maybe one of those if you're lucky.
Well, this may be Barca's last, unless they can find a way through. An early goal would certainly be nice for them, and Itachi will try to start that journey, but they're met with another challenge by BDS, who keep getting more and more aggressive on those challenges with their positioning, feeling confident on their approach against Barca. Extra can't find that touch. It would have set up Mark by 8. Instead, he's forced to make this touch out to the corner, but that's right back to Ronicky. 1 touch, 2 for Extra, and Mark by 8 will get the follow-up clear, but a nice grab from Itachi high in front. And Monkey Moo missed the ball. Extra bails him out, but it's hard off the ceiling. Devo next. He's got a couple of touches. There's Devo, but Ronicky's shot was weak, and Itachi can't get there in time. BDS hold firm.
Great sequence by Barca, though. That's the offense that we expect from them coming into these games. A great start so far. Can they convert?
Ronicky wins another touch, sets up another shot for Devo. Too light again. No. That's 2 weak shots. And Itachi has to dive forward just to keep the ball into the corner. Next up, Devo. Ronicky has to retreat now. Here come BDS off the bounce. Mark by 8. What a shot! 1-0 BDS.
That's a fantastic play by BDS, but this is one of the weaknesses we've been pointing out with Barca. They leave the backfield wide open, and you know Mark by 8 is going to be the first man down the field for BDS. He's going to cherry pick those gaps, and when the ball is played to me, it's a banger of a shot in.
Barca are in trouble. BDS, Monkey Moon, Mark by 8, back to Monkey Moon in front. Has the catch, but Devo's there to receive. Extra next up on the rebound, Mark by 8. Has first touch, the box. Where is BDS? Extra takes out one player, and that'll give him the ball, but he lost control. It might still be a chance for BDS as Monkey Moon and Extra. He grabbed both back boosts. What does it mean for Barca? Well, Itachi, he collected one midfield, and a lot of pads are being picked up. So Barca making up for the deficit on what they lost in their canisters and have prevented a couple of BDS potential opportunities because of it, but they still need another clear, Corelli.
Yeah, but they're feeling a lot of pressure from BDS, like you said. a welcomed clear eventually here from Ronicky, but for BDS, this is the offense that they expect to play. This is the game plan, I should say, for BDS. It's just an onslaught, a barrage of attacks, of different types of attacks too. It's the individual plays, it's the passing plays, it's the flick on. Everything from BDS is just so quick. It's tough for any defense to keep up with the pace.
I mean, you saw Monkey Moon on that pass to Extra. You have to respect both options there because you don't know if he's actually going to shoot that. And Extra's sitting there waiting the whole time. And so maybe you do what Space Station have been doing so well lately, which is just demo the guy who's going to receive it. Just demo him, the other guy go for that, and then we're safe. Barca are safe for now on that last push, but they have had zero offense against BDS, and they're out shooting them. But where have those shots come? I don't remember any of them.
Barca really got their first 4 shots in about the first minute, and Extra, can he do it himself? And he pins it against the wall, and it gets cleared away. An opportunity that was so close for Extra. The defense still holding on, but the attack still coming. Extra, another chance off the crossbar. Mark by 8's going to keep it alive for BDS. Monkey Moon's going to get a piece of it. Veronica's got to clear it away, and Barca just barely hanging on at this point.
Barely hanging on, and Devo finally gets a massive clear. He doesn't get that powerful touch. You're talking about more BDS shots, but Monkey Moon, he'll happily land on that ball. Now, Barca are in the orange half, while the ball was in the blue half, but they were just getting set up for this. Ronicky slams it against the ceiling. Itachi over for Devo. No, but Itachi grabbed the boost, and the challenge knocks it right by Ronicky. Still, Devo slows it down, pops it once, goes under Extra, but Monkey Moon is there. Itachi grabbing the next ball. Ronicky jetting forward, marked by 8. Back to Monkey Moon, counter-attack, 2-0.
It's both goals here for BDS have been almost the exact same thing. Everyone from Barca was committed. You could see Devo was finally trying to get back, but Monkey Moon just playing downfield, cherry picking, waiting for that pass to come down. Again, perfectly played right on the nose and redirected into the net.
No chances for Barca on offense, where as soon as they get the clear, they're like, okay, now we're going to get the pass from our third to midfield, and then we're going to set something up. But the play always dies after the pass to midfield. They can't win that challenge. Itachi forces his way through, though, off of a quick attack down the pitch from Ronicky.
There you go. Fighting a bit of fire with fire here, just being faster to the ball, and Itachi gets the better of that 50 as well. He didn't have a lot of boost going into it, only about 8 until he picked up that pad. So for Barca, a little bit of life here left with 49 seconds.
Maybe the chance that they need. The last 9 minutes have been BDS. Ronicky has something to say about it. 2-2 now, Barca, quick tie game.
They're not going down without a fight here. Great pass down from Itachi, and look at the shot from Ronicky. You know he's a great striker, and he puts it away for Barca when they need it the most.
119 kilometers per hour. We have had so many fastballs today. It's crazy. Marked by 8 against Devo. That challenge will be Extras. And now BDS. There is still plenty of time for BDS to mount some pressure here against Barca if they can win this next challenge in midfield. Marked by 8. Not the touch you would have wanted. He got more of the car than he did the ball. And it might actually give Barca a chance, Corelli, but no, BDS throw it back out. Can Itachi get...
Oh, no.
The worst touch you could imagine, but Devo gets back in time. Can Barca recover and at least force OT? Maybe even a little bit more. Itachi wins a couple of challenges. Great catch on the back wall by Mark by 8.
I think a smart move to let it die there in the end, but yeah, kind of a crazy series here once again, and this is Barca's last leg. Can they hang on here and force another game, or do BDS take it and move on to the final bracket?
Devo gets a couple of touches downfield, but Barca, the way they've been playing offense was dump and chase, and they've been losing the race. Now Ronicky picks it up, looks for Itachi, can't. Monkey Moon is all over him. Marked by 8 yet again. High ball, he's got the carry, but Devo denies him in midfield, and Itachi gets there just in time for Monkey Moon. Devo can't get back over to Extra. Ronicky's got to be next up, and he gets 1.5 solid touches. Itachi makes up for it with the next. Monkey Moon tries to work for a clear. Devo dumps it down, but Itachi was not ready and low on boost. It's going to be tough to do anything with that ball.
You might want to buckle up here, because when we go to overtime with these two teams, they tend to be long, at least with the last one, 4 minutes, over 4 minutes. And chances galore, I think, for both teams here in this game to prevent this overtime. But here we are, 2-2, over a minute now. Barca very slowly ramping up the attack here, had options across and blocked away.
BDS get more of those kind of wins on the challenge, where Barca are expecting to win the challenge. But where in this match have they won so many challenges that they've earned that kind of optimism? It hasn't been. Mark by 8 and Monkey Moon have picked them apart on their passing. They got to be more careful. They can't all push up so far up the field, because how many times has we've seen that ball get blown by the third man? It hasn't always led to a goal, but it certainly puts you in a tough spot on defense, if not.
Yeah, you can't be too structured. You can't be so rigid on offense when you play, or on the defense as well, when you play someone like BDS. And that's a little tangle up there in the box. BDS still trying to put on the attack, and they might be able to here. Extra had a chance to play with it. The defense still holding on for Barca as they clear it away.
Itachi is starting to win more and more challenges that way, but again, it doesn't matter because Barca just aren't hanging on to the ball. Devo, he's going to try for this. The ball goes straight to Itachi, and now he's going to look for Devo, but Devo wanted the boost, so now Itachi's going to move down the field by himself. Rocky pull off here. There's just no angle for Barca to get out. Every time they try to get by midfield, one of these players is knocking the ball out of their hands. Extra does it again and forces Barca wide. The more time this spends in the orange half, the more danger Barca are in. Mark by 8 tried to get a couple of bumps, but they get out Devo with the next save. Now they're going to play in front, looking for the bulldoze, but no. Ronicky can't hang on to the ball, and BDS, that's the first shot they've had to defend in overtime.
And they're right back onto offense here, and BDS poised to take it as Extra just slips it by on the near post.
Oh, Extra just makes all of Barca look absolutely silly. He catches it, jumps once, and just makes sure that that ball gets in. But there was nothing special about it. Barca had to dive for the ball. Nobody was ready for it. And Extra's like, I will let it fall to me. And fall to him, it did, Corelli. Wow. This is part of why BDS are so good. And wow, what a performance in that overtime.
And I want to give credit to Barca. I think that, except for the one game where obviously they didn't, but they looked pretty good here in this series. I felt like, you know, this is a team that is definitely a top 8 team here in Europe. Unfortunately, they had to play a very hot, very consistent BDS team. I mean, BDS have just been consistent across the board here in RLCS X and in the grid for what it feels like the last 3-4 weeks. And for Barca to play them so well, I think bodes really well for them moving forward. Both these teams are sitting at 2-0, so BDS will move on to 3-0. Barca sit now at 2-1.
Just need Barca to find a way to get more creative on their approaches, because they were relying on that solo challenge win and they weren't getting it. And when you're not getting that, you gotta go to something else. You gotta try something different. But Team BDS just had them read all the way. So an excellent performance by them. We got our next match coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere. More European Rocket League coming at you after the break.